I just got roped into some mystic campaign by people that have Pokemon powers, and I guess we're supposed to save a Clefable from this evil cult, and there's some guy named Kuzon, and something called a Necrozma, and I really think Delia needs an update because I did not get near enough information from her last time. Anyway, here we are, episode 2 of the second arc of Pokemon Seichao.
Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Seichao. Thank you for taking the time to listen to us. We're very grateful. We were going to introduce everybody again. They're still pretty new faces to the campaign. We're going to have them say their name, their character's name, and Twitter, and what other projects they have that you can check out.
My name's Zach. I play the character Orange. My Twitter handle is at Zach Games, and that's Z at the end of games, Gamez.
And you also do some YouTube gaming videos if anybody's interested in stuff like Fortnite, Apex Legends, such like that. He posts pretty regularly, I guess.
Yeah, and I link a lot of my YouTube videos on my Twitter, so follow my Twitter, you'll be kept up to date with anything there.
Okay, next.
Hi, my name's Tabitha and I play Dolly. I have a YouTube, a Facebook, a Instagram. You can catch me anywhere. Twitter name, it's all the same, at YUDAN333. Hope to see you soon.
I'm Don. I'm playing Kory. I'm still around. On top of all the other stuff I do for Hex Grid Heroes and Pokemon Seichao, you can check out a new podcast I'm doing called How to Survive a Horror Movie podcast on the Necropodicon Network. Check us out. We are reviewing horror movies. Follow us on iTunes and subscribe.
Okay, and again, we are Pokemon Seichao. You obviously know that because you're listening. You should be following us at Seichao Pokemon on Twitter. As I said in the past, we are planning on being more active with milestone giveaways. We also post a lot of interesting information with what's going on with the show. Like to get, audience interaction. I really like hearing feedback from the audience and getting insight. I think it really helps the show knowing what your guys' thoughts are, and you can see cool things like pictures of the map and just some behind the scenes stuff. So I think if you guys enjoy listening to this, you'll like following us on Twitter. To the next thing, Libris Arcana, a great dice company we partnered up with recently. For the price of one day of the month lunch, you can have a really great dice subscription with dice and goodies, and if you just use the code Seichao at checkout, you will save 20% off of their subscription. It's a steal. You guys should. If you're a dice lover like me, I recently got a set of dice from them. I'm using it on this campaign. I love the dice. Great quality, great company. I highly recommend you guys use this. Use their dice. It's again Libris Arcana, code Seichao at checkout. And going hand in hand with Twitter, I put out on Twitter, I asked people for their permission to use their names, and we got pleasantly surprised with all the names that everybody pitched in for this campaign. It really helped a lot, and I think it's really cool to have our listeners' names in the campaign. I think it's really cool that you guys can listen in and hear your names, and it's going to be fun. So, the last episode, we want to thank Sean and Tracy. What's the name of their podcast?
They are the Eterna podcast, and they run a fantastic Discord channel where a bunch of different tabletop RPG podcasters gather and chat and have one-shot games on. Check them out. We'll shoot out a link, but we cannot thank Tracy and Sean enough for all the love that they've given us in our programs.
Definitely, and they have a great podcast, and the Discord, it's a great place for players, DMs, GMs to meet and talk and promote your product, discuss general stuff. There's pretty much a thing for anything. There's even kinking and thinking, so if you're into that kind of thing, there's a room for that on this Discord. Also, I'm very excited. If you're not listening to them, they're another Pokemon tabletop RPG. They are amazing. If you're listening to us and you like us, and you don't have your fix, you're already done listening to this our episodes, and you need more Pokemon tabletop goodness, the Roaring Trainers is a great podcast. They actually influenced me to do this, so I was ecstatic when they put their names on the Twitter posts for us to use their names. It's going to be Adam, Aaron, Nick, and Gatlin, and they're going to play a big part in the story for this season. Also want to thank Bricks. Shout out to Bricks. Thank you for letting us use your name. London, thank you for letting us use your name. Randall, we appreciate you letting us use your name as well. Jacob, yes, Jacob, thank you also for being a listener and letting us use your name for this campaign. I think I've said everybody that's been Sean also gave me the name for Gin and Kuzon. I love the name Kuzon. It sounded like such a great bad guy name, like an important, strong name that I had to use it. So thank you again, Sean. We really appreciate he gave me a long list of names, and I really appreciate it.
If you're not already, if you are an iTunes listener, your ratings mean everything. If you can get us as many 5-star ratings as possible, that will help us get higher up in the listings, and it would really help us, kind of repeating myself, but it really helps us get on those category lists that we have a strong supporting audience.
Oh, that reminds me. We actually have put out in our website, where you can also find us, PokemonStayChow.com, that's any reviews left, we would give them a shout out.
Mm-hmm.
So let me go ahead and do that now. Thank you for reminding me. We'd like to thank Humongous for your 5-star review that you left of us being outstanding. We appreciate the support. Huckleberry, I am. Thank you for saying that we are awesome and leaving a 5-star review. And this guy has also been a great help. From LCP podcast, Tim, he left a 5-star review and said that we were anime goodness.
And if I can just jump in for just a quick moment, Tim does a D&D podcast as well called LCP D&D, where they are a Western cowboy Wild West Dungeons and Dragons campaign, and he has been a true friend in this podcast journey that we've been on.
Yes, and he's definitely worth checking out. The great podcast. All right, enough with all the formalities. Let's jump right in to the second episode of the Holy Moon arc. You guys are still in your little safe spot behind the mountain. I mean, behind the waterfall in the mountain. We are not with you guys right now. We panned somewhere else. Randall, Kev, and Bricks bring in a chained up Leilani. I forgot to mention last episode, she's in this weird dress. It's also white with this blue crescent moon with like a tiara above it. So she's being brought in. Father Kuzon, we lost the other trainers, but we kept the Moon Princess. Oh, welcome, Moon Princess. So glad you can make it. Let me go, please. I don't want to be here. I'm scared. You know I can't do that. Without your sacrifice, we have no conduit to bring back my master, Necrozma, to this realm. No, you must be joking. You can't be serious. Oh, I'm serious. Dead serious. And Father Kuzon walks up to a crying Leilani and licks her face, like the tear on her face. And when he licks her side of her face, she just like freezes. Fear tastes so sweet. So yeah, she trembles for a second and she can't move. Her face is just frozen with fear, not even blinking. Now that's better. Leave me and her alone. Yes, boss. We'll leave you two alone. We'll try to find those troublesome trainers that hurt my Mankey. I will get payback for that. So they leave. Humans sicken me. They're just my puppets to do as I say, to do my bidding. All I had to do was come up with a stupid Moon Princess thing, and they just fell behind like worthless sheep. Soon, you will help me bring back Necrozma, Moon Princess. And we're gonna cut back to the Gatlin Gang at the entrance of Mount Moon. Adam, he's a messy looking guy. He looks like maybe he drinks a little bit. So, what are we looking for exactly, boss? There's some very rare and valuable fossils here, Adam. Aaron is one of the members of the Gatlin Gang. He's very soft-spoken, well-dressed. He does have some unkept brown hair, and he's pretty serious. That sounds like a ton of cash for us. Yeah, Aaron, we'll be loaded. This is our biggest hunt yet. Nick, he's a very enthusiastic young man, over the top a little bit, very energetic. He looks a little bit younger than the rest. But boss, what about all that holy moon and miner business? I don't know, probably lying so they can keep us from the treasure. No matter, whoever gets in our way will be handled by the Gatlin Gang. And then like everybody chimes in, oh yeah, boss! Like, I can't do multiple people together, so that's what you get. We cut back to Jacob in London with our young adventuring trainers.
So I don't think we ever got down to introductions. Who are you anyway?
My name's Kory. I'm one of the graduating class of the Pallet Town Academy.
That explains a lot.
What's that supposed to
I
mean?
nudge her.
What's that supposed to mean? Where are you guys from?
Pewter City.
Oh wow, I was just there. I just beat Brock in the gym battle, and I have a boulder badge. Look at it. And I'll open up my little vest and show them that I have a boulder badge.
Already ahead of you, bro.
Oh wow, good. Congrats on the boulder badge. So did you guys climb the wall together? Who won? Cause I lost, so I had to fight him myself.
Well, I'd really rather not talk about that. Big sweat.
Oh, so you won, Dolly? You won the race?
Of course I won. It's pretty easy kicking my dad's butt.
She got lucky.
Your dad?
There's no favoritism involved, I promise.
No favoritism.
I've heard that all my life.
You hear that in your head.
Echo.
Yes.
I just go stock still and I flash back to all the times Professor Oak said, no favoritism.
God.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about your dad. It's real cool that you're out adventuring even though he's, laid up in the hospital like he is.
In the hospital?
Oh, God, Jackson. Usually Azul or Jamie handles these things.
I'm good with words. Let me handle it.
Alright.
Your dad's in the hospital. He got hurt bad.
Is he alright?
He got hyper beamed by a Gyarados.
I've never seen it before in my life. He got way slammed and the battle was already won, but the guy Corliss, he's a real mean guy. Just fired on him anyway.
The weak die. That's how life works.
Brock's pretty tough. I'm sure he'll be just fine.
He might be dead.
Oh, now I wonder if maybe me beating him in the gym battle made him lose the fight against Corliss. Oh, I feel so guilty, but Dolly.
Are you dumb?
What?
Are you as dumb as I think you are, Kory?
Probably not as dumb as you think I am, but...
The Pokemon that he used in your gym battle were probably his weaker ones. The ones he used in the fight with Corliss, he was going all out. Those were his strongest Pokemon.
It was an Onix. What kind of a trainer would have 2 Onix in their party?
He has multiples. He breeds them. Brock's a big breeder. You didn't know this?
Well, no, my focus was Pokemon types and advantages. I didn't really get into the reproduction cycles of the Pokemon.
You're pathetic.
This really isn't important right now. We need to get this moon whatever thing figured out so I can check in on my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you guys if you had any questions before, like we can formulate a plan, but if you guys had any questions you need me and my sister to fill you in with.
Well, what do we have to do exactly?
So basically, we don't know much, because we've been in hiding for the last couple of days. But Father Kuzon has been talking about needing 4 souls, plus the sacrifice of the Moon Princess to open up a gateway to bring Necrozma from another dimension into this realm.
I feel like I've talked too much, so whatever you do it.
Any questions any of you guys have?
Was it a Clefairy or Clefable that was kidnapped?
Clefable.
What about this Clefable? Should we try to rescue it first, or the princess, or split up?
Oh, no. We should never split up. Whenever we split up, bad stuff happens.
The Protector Clefable, it's the leader of all those Clefairy you saw that came to help you guys. It's a threat to the plans of Father Kuzon, so he imprisoned it. We unfortunately don't have the answers to all the questions. We've been in hiding for the last couple of days, fearing for our lives. Father Kuzon, he's not like this. This is not him. We need to somehow snap him back to his senses. And once we do that, we can no doubt save your friend that they have, the Moon Princess, and the Mountain's Protector Clefable.
Well, there's a Pokemon Center near the mountain. When my friends and I came up through to the entrance from Pewter City, maybe we could get a hold of them. Maybe we can send a message to get like a Nurse Joy to come up here and inspect him.
We should keep this in-house. There's no signal. We can't call. I don't know if you noticed with the Pokemobiles. The mountain blocks reception. We're also afraid of endangering anybody else. Your lives are already in danger. We don't want to mix in anybody else in this mess. There'll be just more opportunities for them to take souls.
Besides, I don't think this Kuzan guy is gonna just sit down and let him do a physical.
Why was that so funny to me? It's getting late, and things get more funnier when it gets late. Okay, so he says that. Anybody reacts to that?
Well, you're probably right, but I mean, the nurse Joy at the mountain base had a Chansey, and she looked kind of tough. Azul even seemed to be a little intimidated by it when we walked up.
Chanseys aren't like aggressive. They're more defensive. They're more passive. They like to heal. They don't really like to inflict damage, so it wouldn't really be much help.
But if he's as sick as you say, maybe Chansey's maternal instincts will kick in and she'll have to rise to the occasion. Do Chanseys evolve? Do either of you know if Chansey evolves?
Man, these Pallet Town kids. No, Chansey doesn't evolve. We really just need to tie this guy down.
Chansey actually does evolve.
Not in
Not
Generation
in,
1.
Yeah, not in Kanto.
You guys have knowledge, like, it's not just Generation 1 Pokemon.
Oh.
You would know, I don't know if you, well, roll a knowledge,
No, I did that to purposely play dumb as a pallet, because...
no, but I want them
Okay.
to see if they correct you, if they know even.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
roll for knowledge, like Poke knowledge.
roll plus wisdom plus proficiency, so add 2 plus your wisdom.
10.
Wait, you said plus proficiency? Plus
Yeah,
wisdom?
it's 2. Your
Oh.
proficiency
Oh,
is a
so 8. 12.
14. Wait, no, wait, which one?
2. Wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay, so
Yeah.
no, 12.
So 12 and what?
14. Or sorry, 10. Jeez.
You only have a 10?
8, 9, 10. Sorry, 12. Jeez. Oh
So
my
12
gosh.
and what was yours again?
12.
Okay, you
Oh,
both have
wow.
12. You both have knowledge that
Clefairy.
Chansey.
Oh.
Chansey does evolve, but you're not sure of the name or exactly what it looks like. But you're gonna play it off like you do, because your character seems to look down on the hick. I put that in air quotes. The hick town of Pallet, that Pewter's more better is not a real word. Is better.
Civilized.
It's
Culture.
Culture, definitely.
It's superior to Pallet, so you can act up like do your thing.
Of course, Chansey evolves.
Everybody knows that. I turn around with Dylan.
I've never seen
Hey, Delia, what does Chansey turn into? I turn the volume all the way down.
And my Pokemon is horrible because I don't remember what the actual name was. So it's something weird.
I didn't.
Chandler. No.
Don didn't know that Chansey evolved.
Blissey.
Blissey. It's Blissey.
Yeah.
Good job.
Because it's pink and it has like
Yes,
the
and
Blissey.
It's
what would-
more thick.
frilly.
She's thick.
2 C's? With 2 C's?
Thick. 3 C's.
Pig.
So you kind of whisper to Delia, but your volume settings are really loud. So it's picked up, especially in this mountain. It echoes.
I'm just like turned around. Just doing my back turn.
What was your question exactly again?
What is Chansey's evolution?
Chansey's evolution is Blissey.
I just pretend nobody heard it. I close it. Turn back around.
Oh, I guess I have a whole lot to learn.
Yeah. I was just playing that so you could hear it for yourself.
Oh, yeah, I never thought to ask Delia all the different evolutions of all the different Pokemon from... It must be from a different region, because I'm pretty sure I have most of the Kanto region on lock.
They're kind of just looking at you weird now because you guys are kind of weird. Can we answer any more questions before we kind of formulate a...
No, I think we're as knowledgeable as we're gonna get. Just tell us what to do and we'll go do it, right, guys?
Absolutely.
Sure thing.
I guess we head and try to find Father Kuzon's chambers.
Okay, where... Maybe we could use process of elimination. Where have you looked before and didn't find it, and we'll go to a different location?
He's hidden away, and we haven't really even found where he's tucked back, but he's far away, deep down into the caverns of Mount Moon.
Do you guys have any idea what we could do? I might have an idea, but if you guys have something...
We can just wing it. We can heal any of your Pokemon that get hurt.
Well, I do have a Chansey. Sorry.
Whoa, you have a Chansey.
Well, I do have a Clefairy.
Wait.
Maybe he still remembers his way around.
You have a Clefairy from this mountain?
Absolutely. When I was young, probably like, I don't know, 5, I was playing outside and I saw this really cool Butterfree. So I decided to follow it and I was chasing it. And I was told not to leave Pewter City, but I didn't really pay attention. And before I knew it, I was right outside Mount Moon. And I saw this weird pink thing. I didn't know what it was at the time because I was, a little kid. Because I'm not now, but...
We're adults.
You're
in
practically
Pokemon
adults
world.
at 10 years old.
true.
We pay taxes.
Anyway, I thought it was extremely cool, and it seemed friendly, so I would frequently sneak out and come out and play with it from time to time. And eventually, as I got older and started to realize that I was going to be the best Pokemon master that there is, I wanted to train this Clefairy, and it agreed. I guess we had some form of unspoken bond, and it followed me home. And ever since, he's been following me.
Oh, that's really neat. That's how I kind of met my Pidgey. I haven't really gotten to hang out with her lately, but I'm gonna summon out my Pidgey. Like, it's evolved now ever since we went up against the mean guy that killed my mom. But we,
Nice.
I hate you both. I hate all three of you.
You
For
walked right
days.
into it.
For days. Gonna murder your mother. She was well loved. Everyone loved her, honey. Right, Professor?
Yes.
So,
Go to the last drop.
yeah. Gross. So that's how I met my friend Midge. And, well, she's a Pidgeotto now, but...
And she's out of her ball.
Yeah.
So she's kind of, like, as you're saying the story, she's kind of perched up on a rock. She's kind of like, you know...
She's a little too big to be perched on my shoulder anymore, but she knows I still love her a lot.
So she's like, what did birds, like, they kind of, like, nibble on their, like, feathers. So
Preening.
she's preening. She's doing bird stuff.
Thanks for interrupting for that, yes.
I thought it was painting a picture. Go ahead.
Okay, so we had a tight bond too, and she's been with me ever since. Dolly, do you have a story like that?
Yeah, I have a great story. My dad, Brock, he was really good friends with Blaine when he was alive. And my father really didn't want me to have a Pokemon lifestyle. But
Wait, real fast, would Kory ask, like, who's Blaine?
Or
Or would he just let her talk?
maybe.
just, yeah, definitely not interrupt, but I was gonna play it like Blaine is a famous person in the academy. I probably learned about famous gym leaders in the past. So
I would have you roll Poke Knowledge. Cinnabar's not that far from Pallet, but it's still quite a ways overseas.
Still a traveler.
So I would have you roll Poke Knowledge.
okay.
You roll it real fast, and then I'll let her continue.
Yep. That's 13. No wait, 13.
So 13, you remember reading in your studies that Blaine was the gym leader of Cinnabar Island.
The fire type gym.
Yeah, he was an older gentleman. He was up there in years.
He had those cool glasses, right? I was wanting to have cool glasses like that. These are just the ones that I got for free at the Pallet Academy. I regret bringing her onto this project. I don't think she's laughing at my character.
She's laughing at you.
Yeah.
Go ahead and finish your story. Sorry for interrupting. It's a
Oh
thing I do.
no, it's good. I'll
Don knows more than anybody.
But thankfully, Blaine, in his kind, gracious heart, he wanted to meet me, and he gave me a baby Ponyta as a gift into coming into the Pokemon world and becoming a trainer. And that's when my father finally accepted that I could be a trainer of my own. And it was very nice because with my father living all the way in Pewter, my mom lived all the way in Vermilion. It was traveling back and forth. I couldn't make any friends. But thankfully, I always had Ponyta there with me to keep me company when I was with my mom in Vermilion. And when I did come back to visit my dad, I had Ponyta and my pal here, Orange.
Wow, you guys have a tight little, tight-knit group. That's what, well, not so much Jackson, but the two friends of mine that you saw disappear, we had adventures like that. That's real cool that you guys have been able to stick it out together. Maybe we can make some memories together while we take care of this mystery of Mount Moon.
If you guys are done reminiscing, I would like to go save Leilani. She needs our help, and time
of
is
course,
of the
Jackson, I'm
essence.
so sorry, yeah. We need to get her back.
So you guys gonna make your way out of the secret little cavern passage behind the waterfall and start making your way into the mountain?
I'm not quite sure. Are we exhausted from the dance competition we had earlier today?
No, you guys had a rest after
this
the dance
is the next
competition.
day.
Yeah, you guys
Okay.
are
Okay, cool.
No, it's like
Well, it was
later
dark.
that evening. Like the dance competition happened in the morning.
Okay,
You guys rested for a while
gotcha.
and then left that night.
Okay, so it's now late.
It's very late.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I.
Moon's up.
Yeah, Clefairy.
Oh
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
gonna pull up Clefairy.
Oh, I'm
to-
sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Yeah,
That
that
was
was
long
another
ago.
tangent.
Yeah.
Okay, so you pull out your Clefairy.
Yeah. So, Clefairy, we need your help.
This Clefairy actually seems like it knows. No.
Lauren.
It recognizes the
Jacob
like
and London.
something about them two. It recognizes, and roll perception.
All of us are just.
No, just him. Just him.
Oh.
You rolled high.
19.
You seem to think like maybe it's looking at the robes and it remembers those robes.
All right. I don't think I'd really comment on it.
It
Is
doesn't
not
really.
super
You don't
noticeable
think
to
it
comment
doesn't
on it.
seem like it knows them, just like the robes.
And so, like, do I actually recognize that it seems to be like?
Because you're really close. There's the empathy kind of thing.
Okay.
Like I said, like it seems like it recognizes the robes, but it doesn't recognize the people in the robes. It doesn't know Tracy and Sean. It just recognizes something like about the robes.
Jacob.
You mean
and London.
Jacob?
Oh
Jacob
yes,
in London?
Jacob and London. Sorry. Yeah.
All right, Clefairy, we're looking for some old guy. Father Kuzon? I don't know. He's supposed to be hiding somewhere here in Mount Moon, and I was hoping maybe you'd remember any form of hidden chambers or something.
You dropped a lot of knowledge on this Clefairy, and it just goes, and it like shrugs like I don't know. The mountains have been changed probably since your Clefairy was here. There's been a lot of deep exploration. We've been kind of exploring the secrets and kind of digging deeper into the caverns. The cave is, the mountain has changed quite a bit in that time.
Have you guys mapped it, or are you guys just digging holes without much forethought?
We just kind of go where it takes us. We dig around and we use our Pokemon to dig deeper inside, but we don't really have a mapped system.
So we need to find a local Pokemon so that maybe one of them can talk to your.
We can lead you through most of it. It's just when we dive deeper in, it could be a problem. But it's pretty simple layouts. Usually, large spaces into small. There's always stairs leading up or down.
Okay, I kind of had another idea. One of those, Holy Moon, right?
Holy Moon.
One of those Holy Moon officers or whatever ranking system they use. They had a Zubat, and as you guys probably know, Zubat have really great with detecting location because they're largely blind. But in a cave system such as this, they may be able to help pinpoint a little better than those Pokemon that we have that rely mostly on their eyesight.
Well, let's just explore what we know, and if we have trouble, we can always try different methods.
Oh, that's
But we
great.
should be fine. It's like I said, it's a very simple, easy to maneuver mountain. It's not crazy with multiple passages.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty linear.
Oh, cool. I had a whole maze in my mind of just random Pokemon digging random holes, just looking for
No,
stones.
even though we don't have it mapped out, we keep it simple, so it's easy to get back and forth.
All right. Well then, let's get on it.
But we need to warn you about something. There are 4 extremely strong, because you brought up officers. They're not officers, but they're called the Holy Moon Knights.
They're knights? Do they wear armor?
They don't wear armor, but they are very strong trainers, the strongest out of all of us. Their names are Trippy Trainer is one of them, Alex is another, Robin, and Alicia. They are the 4 that consist of the strongest trainers, called the Holy Moon Knights. and they're probably going to be the ones that you'll have to fight, and they're going to try to take your souls. We're assuming. We don't know for sure, but we would think that would be the case.
So those other ones that we fought before, were they like initiates or something? Because they said they messed the spell up that sucked my friends in.
The spell is not something that we were doing originally. This is some dark evil sorcery that Father Kuzon has been teaching them and making them do questionable things. This is why we need to stop this.
Well then, we should get going.
Yeah, you guys are wasting a lot of time on stupid questions.
Clefairy, come back. Charmander, let's go.
Oh, you have Charmander for life?
Dolly.
So Charmander excitedly, he's always a happy little guy. Charmander! He looks at you like for direction. Like what to do.
We're gonna need your help lighting our way through these caverns.
Char! And the light on its tail increases to kind of give you a brighter field of vision. And that's actually an ability of Charmander. It's maybe not written down, but he is a flashlight type ability where he can light up dark passages.
Yeah, I don't know if I wrote it on that card because it was just a
Fun fact.
Yeah, it says illuminate.
Yep.
It's illuminate. So it's not a made up thing. It's an actual ability.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
It says sheds like a candle at all times. So if he's out, there's light.
Yeah, but I want to dazzle it.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are making your way, and go ahead and put your trainer.
Are we actually
pawns
walking
out.
through the water, or are we
No,
like the
well,
way around?
It's like the waterfall's falling out. You walk behind. There's no water actually falling
So
on you.
I'm not
It's like an illusion
over
kind
the
of
top
thing.
of Charmander's tail.
It's an illusion where it looks like the
Pull
waterfall's
out an
going.
umbrella.
It's an illusion where it looks like the waterfall's going, but there's a little section where you can sneak behind without getting splashed.
Cool.
So go ahead and set up your positions.
I'm gonna go ahead and recall my Onyx.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm assuming you guys are recalling everybody. The only thing that's probably you're recalling.
Midge is going back in the ball
So
too.
Charmander's the only thing that's out. Sean, Jacob, and London, they don't use Pokemon. They're not Pokemon trainers.
Mhm.
So go ahead and use. I want you guys to roll for who's gonna move first.
So you want initiative rolls?
Initiative rolls, I guess.
With our own dexterity bonus.
Yeah, with your trainer dexterity.
Woo. What is it?
19.
19 as well.
Oh wow.
What's your bonus? Oh, 2.
So,
So
what
we
was
all
yours?
got the same.
19 total.
19.
19.
19.
Okay, so you guys can decide.
Orange, you have Charmander out. You have the best line of sight. I think you should go ahead of us.
I got it covered.
And who wants to follow behind him?
You're closer to him than I am. I'll just hang back here, and me and Jackson will bring up the rear in case anyone tries to sneak behind us. I hear there's a lot of Zubat that like to flock and swarm trainers as they explore these mountains.
Fine with me.
Always up for a challenge.
Go ahead and move up to your movement, starting with you, Orange.
Oh, okay.
And you can pick whatever way. Whoever moves can pick the where you're going.
Is this just all?
You guys
open
move as a
space,
group.
or-
Like we did in Meridian Forest.
He
Or-
was there for that.
If you
Yeah.
listened, I'm assuming you listened to that.
Just
that
use
part.
your token to represent all of us going
Yes.
in the same.
Oh, okay. Is this just all open?
It's all open.
Okay, alright. And what's my movement?
30, I think. Or should it be 10, 20 since we're kids?
I'll say 10. Just for this mountain because I wanted to kind of go for a little bit.
Gotcha.
Okay, so I'm just gonna move basically along the wall.
Okay. And you guys continue.
Yep,
on
we'll
this
follow
one.
behind. Yep.
Who was second?
Me.
Okay, go ahead and move wherever.
Who are you, Dom? Doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter at all. I just chose Jackson as the Warhog.
There's some.
Tension.
I was
Tension.
ready to move forward with our friendship.
So you move Goes just fine.
Okay.
Go ahead.
We're gonna have Jackson go last. 5, 10.
So, well, I want you guys moving as a group.
Oh.
So you're all the way back there. Like, move the group like with him in front.
Oh,
So basically, you're moving
Okay.
him,
okay.
and
So
you're moving along with
we're
him.
just and I'm gonna go with your lead, just along the wall.
Right.
As you're moving, you hear a Kafari noise.
Yes. Hello.
And
Do you guys hear that?
it's
not.
It singles you out. You kind of stop. You guys make eye contact.
Oh, with his beady eyes in the dark with just eyes. Oh God. My
And
hands go up.
It lunges towards you.
Midge, and I'll reach down and bring Midge out as quickly as I can.
So you pull Midge out, and she kind of does an aerial loop, and she looks towards you for direction.
And I'll point at the Clefairy. It's coming for me, I think.
You can have it do an attack.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I didn't know if you were gonna tell me.
You tell me what to do, and I
Okay.
Zazzle.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Just
Is this
kind
your
of
first
just
time,
just
or-
bat yeah. Just bat it away with your wings. I don't know. I'm helping it. I'm on its side. Just
So with kind of unclear direction, so it's not quite sure what you're telling it to do. So it just starts flapping its wings, and Pidgeotto Midge, it's still getting used to being evolved, and its wings flap really strong, stronger than it thought it could flap. And this poor Clefairy gets like lifted up in the air and smashed against the back of a rock, and it kind of just falls and faints.
are there rogue Clefairy? Do I need to catch it?
We don't recognize this one from the pack. You're free to catch it if you want.
Well, I mean, my new friend here has a Clefairy, but you know what? Maybe I am gonna try and catch this one.
As you say that, Jackson throws a Pokeball and catches the Clefairy.
Cool, another shared victory between Kory and Jackson of Palatown. Yeah.
You waste too much time.
Oh God.
You snooze, you lose.
All right, well, get the information from him.
And now the Clefairy is fortunate enough to have an actual trainer.
That's a good burn, Jackson. I don't really know how to respond. I don't...
That's good. It's a good.
Okay.
It fits your character.
He just.
You're always like overly polite about everything.
Yeah, like
I
even.
thought we were cool.
It's Jackson. So Jackson gains a new teammate, Clefairy. Going back to you. Go ahead and move.
Just gotta keep following the wall, sort of.
Dolly, while you guys are walking, you feel something kind of with sharp, like little pointies poke you in your leg. And you can't really see it because it's kind of like dark where you're at, because where the Charmander is, it's kind of lighting the front. You're uncertain of what is down there. So what do you do?
I'm scared to feel for it. It's already prickly. Is it too dark for me to actually see it?
Yes, you can't really see what it is. It's not a large figure. It's very small. Do you want to use your Poke knowledge or something, or?
Can I use Dolly? Can you see in the dark?
Who?
The
Delia.
That's right.
So you try to use the light of the Delia, and you see like two tiny little mushrooms, and it's still poking you in your leg.
What in the world is this? Let's shed some light on it. Go Ponyta, aka Too Hot on Trot.
Wow, you have some interesting nicknames.
Well,
So Ponyta comes out, and the flames kind of light up the way, and you see a Paris just still poking away at your leg.
It's a Pokemon, Dolly. Catch it.
you betcha.
And this Paris looks friendly. It's just trying to get your attention. It's not looking angry or aggressive at all.
What's up there, Paris?
Paris.
So he looks friendly. He's smiling. He just lonely. Maybe just wants a friend.
Hey, Paris. Do you want to join me on my Pokemon adventure?
Paris.
And it like nods in approval.
All right, Paris. Let's give you a nice new home. Go Pokeball.
So you throw out the Pokeball. Before it hits, it smiles. It just shakes once, and you caught a Paris. Back to Don.
I'm gonna keep moving forward along the wall. So just 10 more feet. What? Oh, yep.
I don't need stats. I just want to write it down.
Gotcha.
Go ahead.
Perception? Since we're further into the cave?
You want to use perception? Go ahead.
Yeah, that's a nat 1.
It's dark.
Dark and full of terrors, guys.
Go ahead, Zach. It's your turn.
I'm just gonna keep on trying.
I mean, orange. Orange is your turn.
Orange.
You feel something clamp onto your neck.
My neck?
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
something bites into your neck.
Jackson.
He just looked pretty terrifying.
And you hear like flapping.
Oh, good God. I'm just gonna literally just like, the second I like feel it, I'm just gonna drop to the ground. Just like...
So you drop to the ground in the fetal position, and...
Charmander, help!
Char! And it looks back, and it sees you're getting clamped on your neck by a Zubat.
Okay,
And you say help, so it charges up for a scratch attack because it doesn't want to shoot a fireball at you. It kind of uppercuts the Zubat. It's a Zubat, by the way.
Yeah, wait.
It pretty much knocks the Zubat out.
Alright. I mean, that's just it, or...
You can do whatever you want. You want to catch it, let it go.
Okay.
It's up to you.
When you said knocked out, we think in the game, it's
Oh,
gone.
it's fainted.
Yeah.
It's fainted. Sorry.
Okay.
Is Jackson gonna try?
I'm gonna scramble up real quick. I'm like,
He just wanted the fairy.
thank you.
To be anti-Dawn's Jigglypuff.
Yep, I got that.
I'm gonna just scramble back up to my feet and like act like I didn't just drop like a scaredy cat. Thank you, Charmander. Grab a Pokeball and just plant it in the top of the Zubat.
It hits off the Zubats. You need to roll percentage die. So
Okay.
your percentage die.
I got him.
Okay, and I need to roll my.
Okay, roll yours first.
Roll yours first. Yes.
And then we'll walk you through it.
Wait, I roll mine first?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So you had a 76. Now the way we do it in Pokemon Seichao is we take the number you roll, and you can either add or subtract the following numbers: your proficiency bonus, which is a 2, your Pokemon catching skill, which is another +2. So you have a +4 to add to it. So that was 76.
Okay.
So you can either add 4 or subtract 4. And then he's going to roll. He's not going to tell you what number, and you're going to have to like gamble that if you roll higher or lower.
Okay.
So don't look. Look away.
So I'll say. Well, I'll just say before you roll. How about that?
You can if you want.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It doesn't matter.
I'm gonna do +4 to make it an 80 and say higher.
Okay.
Like I'm higher than what you're rolling.
And you check the ball. It shakes once. It shakes twice. Shakes a third time. And Zubat was caught, and he's now a member of your team. You do that little...
Yeah.
Do that little what? Just tell the listeners what you
Yeah, because we
Just,
forget that they can't see.
Yeah, I know, right?
Fist bump?
It's
It's
what
like
would
if
you call
victory-
that?
only they
pump.
invented a thing where they could see us do stuff while we're recording. But unfortunately, that technology doesn't exist.
There you go.
Isn't technology great?
What would that be called?
What?
Victory
A fist-
pump.
Yeah.
Victory
You
pump.
did like a
Pump.
victory fist pump thing.
Arm pump. Victory,
Yeah.
Victory pump. I feel like might be
Cool.
close to universal.
Yeah, got one more member for the team.
Okay, and you say this very loud, and it echoes in the cave, and all of a sudden you hear voices. from behind where you just came from. Not by the waterfall, but
Center of the cave.
where leading from that room that you were in originally with those three, you hear a voice from behind you. It sounds like a group of people, like kind of mumbling, like talking. Who's that?
Kory from Palatown? Jamie Azul? Is that you?
They're gonna approach you because they hear your voices, and
The candle from the chart.
they're walking towards the Charmander's light, and you see 4 male trainers.
Oh god, is it the knights?
Hey, you guys must be in here for the treasure.
What treasure?
Yes,
Don't act coy.
the treasure.
You know who we are, don't you? Boys, let's tell them who we are. We're world famous Pokemon treasure hunters. And he forms like a G. Yeah, we're like, looking for treasure and stuff. And he like half-ass like makes an A with like his arms and stuff, with their body, like contorting their bodies and stuff. Yeah, we get all the valuable treasures. And he makes a T. Yeah, we're the Gatlin Gang, and we always get the treasure, and we get the money. So and he makes a pose, cross arms in front of his teammates, spelling out Gat.
Yeah.
Oh, are you the exclamation point?
What?
Well, Gat's only 3 letters. You're the 4th one. You're the odd man out.
I'm the boss. I'm Gat.
Oh, of course. Oh, I'm so sorry.
My name's Gatlin,
I got you. Hi, Gatlin. My
and
name's
this is my
Kory.
gang.
Okay. I think we're on the same page, right, guys?
Well, if you're so world famous, how come I've never heard of you?
I don't even care if you know who we are. We're gonna get the treasure.
Is it a big enough treasure you'll need more bodies to help carry it? Because we could team up. We're on a mission, too.
We're not splitting the treasure with any of you guys. You're right, Aaron. Let's take these guys out now. I'll get ready for a Pokemon battle.
Okay.
Well, you need to call out your Pokemon first.
So I have my Charmander already out, so I assume.
So, this is gonna be one-on-one battles. You guys are gonna be battling at the same time, but I want you to focus on one, not attacking whoever. So, how are you lined up compared to them? Because whoever you're facing up with is who you're gonna be fighting. We'll have this guy be Gatlin. This one can be Adam. This one's gonna be Nick, and this one will be
Yeah, I'm trying to put
Aaron.
them on actual
Aaron.
squares, though.
Oh, yeah.
So you guys can align yourselves to any way of who you want to battle.
You guys cool with that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so it looks like Gatlin will be facing. Who's this one?
That's me.
Dawn.
So Gatlin versus Dawn.
Oh, God.
Adam versus Jackson. Nick versus Dolly. And then that leaves Aaron versus Orange. Go ahead and throw out your Pokemon.
Okay.
I already have Charmander out, so I'm just going to say, Charmander, take care of this one.
Dolly, go ahead and say what you're using.
Alright, Squirtle, let's go Placid.
So Squirtle pops out.
Jigglypuff, I choose you.
Jigglypuff comes out. Jackson's gonna use Clefairy. Hurry up and heal my Clefairy so it's ready to battle. And they kind of look at each other like this kid's really rude. But London's actually gonna heal up Clefairy real fast, and Clefairy's ready to fight.
Oh, it's real smart, Jackson, because last season I went into a battle without healing my Pokemon I just caught, because I assumed they just healed when I caught them.
I don't expect anything less.
One of these days.
So I got all your guys' Pokemon. Nick's gonna throw out a Vaporeon.
Whoa.
Yeah. These guys are hardcore. Adam sends out a Kadabra.
Nice. see you.
Making moves over here. Aaron's gonna send out his Vulpix. Gatlin sends out his Tauros.
I need one of you to pull up the stats for Jigglypuff. I don't know if it's every Pokemon in 60 feet or if I can choose.
What is this?
Sing.
Sing, it's all non-Fey within 60 feet of Jigglypuff that can hear it make a DC 13 Charisma saving throw. Falling unconscious for 1 minute on a failed save. Creatures remain unconscious until the effect ends. The sleeper takes damage or someone uses an action to shake or slap the sleeper awake. Undead. There's undead creatures?
And these rules are used for people that want to make a Dungeons and Dragons with Pokemon.
Okay.
So ignore that part.
Undead and creatures immune to being charmed aren't affected by this ability.
Like Ghost Pokemon would be.
Okay, Ghost Pokemon. Anything that's immune to being charmed, that says specifically in the
It says
abilities.
non-Fey, so like a Clefairy wouldn't be impacted.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
Clefairy would not be impacted because I believe it is fit.
It is.
It's, yeah.
Good, because what I'm about to do is going to annoy a couple
Yeah,
of you.
you're a small Fey.
Okay. Cool. I just wanted to make sure that... Because I wrote 60 feet and I was like...
That also means you're friends.
Yeah, I know, that's why I didn't... I mean, I can piss these guys off, they'll forgive me.
Trainers
Jackson,
himself.
if I make his Pokemon fall asleep, he'll kill me.
You might make him fall asleep though.
That would be.
Are you going to say that I can make trainers fall asleep? Because I was just targeting Pokemon. I didn't want to OP this where
I don't want to OP it too much because
so
I think
just
that would be...
Pokemon.
So just in battle, it's going to affect the Pokemon, not the
Okay.
trainers.
Okay.
So yeah, go ahead and roll initiative with your Pokemon.
Yep.
I have to roll a ton
okay.
of...
Are you good?
What is that?
That's a 5.
Oh,
15.
great. Sounds about right. 5 plus what?
Wisdom modifier. Oh, no. Dexterity modifier.
Dexterity. Alright, and that's plus 1. 6.
17.
Not bad.
17 for
Dolly.
Squirtle.
13 for Jigglypuff.
13 Jigglypuff.
6.
6 for the speedy Charmander. Oh, Jackson needs to roll his... What? 3 nat 1.
Oh my god.
Out of all of them, 3 nat 1s. But I assure you that Libris Arcana dice usually rolled really good. If you listened to the last episode, I rolled really well. It's a fluke.
They roll really good for the enemies.
Yeah.
So I'll go through this. Number 1 is Tauros.
Squirtle.
Squirtle's number 2. Number 3 is Jigglypuff.
Wow, really?
We had a 13. That's not bad. The rest rolled... Oh, no. There's a tie for number 1 between Vulpix and Tauros. So
Just go down the top of the list, just top to down when you have to... They're all that low.
With the 6, the Charmander gets number 4. Tied for 5th is Vaporeon and Clefairy. And last is Kadabra with a 1. Tauros, you show that Jigglypuff who's boss. Charge up and attack it with a horn attack. Now with Tauros, it has the ability called Charge. You have to move. Oh, he can't because there's just too close proximity. Forget that. He has to move at least 20 feet toward the enemy. It's too close of a gap, so it's not going to happen. Go ahead and give it a horn attack. So this Tauros comes at your Jigglypuff with its horns. And that 20. And it's going to be doubled. It's a pretty good amount of damage.
What is the minimum damage you can do?
8.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it then. Because I have
But
more
it's
than 8.
1d10 plus 3, so we'll see what happens. Where's my d10? It hits Jigglypuff with 9 points of damage.
Oh. Jigglypuff is still up.
So, like, she gets bashed in pretty hard with these horns. like she flies up, but she's able to puff and inflate into like a balloon, and she's able to just come back down lightly and delicately, and she's angry. It's reminiscent of how she was really pissed when you first met her.
Yep, I know
It's
that
like-
look.
She's like flipped the switch and she's peed off. Next is Aaron's Vulpix, and he's going against Orange's Charmander, and it's going to Vulpix use a bite on that Charmander. See if it hits.
Are you kidding me?
Another nat 20. This is why you should invest in Libris Arcana dice. Yeah, they didn't do well on the initiative, but it is doing some damage now.
The technical term is rolling rocks.
So it's going to do 1d6. 4 plus 2. 6 points of damage. Oh, yeah, I didn't double your damage. Sorry, from the last one. What was that? What did I say?
9.
It's down. It's down.
Oh, so Jigglypuff would have been down? Okay, so let's redo that. Tauros charges at... Well, not charges. Not the ability.
Storms.
Tauros comes horn first into Jigglypuff, and it hits hard, and Jigglypuff lets out a scream of pain. Jigglypuff! And it's fainted. It's done.
Okay.
So I'm assuming you recall it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't want to interrupt, but yeah, I recall Jigglypuff. And do I need to wait for my turn to bring out something, or should I just do it?
Go ahead and wait till next
Gotcha.
turn so it doesn't complicate things, because then we're going to have to reset the initiative order.
So 12 damage.
12 damage to Charmander.
He's still good though.
So, the Vulpix bites into Charmander, and Charmander lets out a char because it sinks its teeth right into like a dominant section of Charmander.
Hang in there, Charmander. We got this, clown.
Sure.
And like he's angry now, so he's ready for battle. Second is actually Squirtle. So Dolly, what do you have Squirtle do to the Vaporeon?
Placid, let's get him with a bite. Roll day 14. 3d4. 4 and 4, 8, and 1, 9.
Did you roll the hit?
That was the hit.
No.
No, you have to roll to see if you hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. 14 does that.
Oh, 14
Sorry.
plus what?
Is that string?
It says
Oh,
plus the hit. for
you
your...
don't worry about
Oh.
it because you hit you hit the AC. Yeah. So what was the damage?
4 and 4, 8.
Plus 1.
Oh no, plus another. Plus 2. 4, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 total.
So 11 total. So your Squirtle sinks its teeth into this Vaporeon, and it looks like the Vaporeon winces for a second, but it shakes it off. And it is now number 3, Jigglypuff,
Okay, do you want me
which
to
is gone. So now bring out another.
Okay,
Pokemon.
Nidoran, I choose you. And can I just use this turn to be the, or do you want me to reroll right now for initiative?
You know what? For this, because it's going to be too complicated to try to re-roll initiatives, it will take over Jigglypuff's.
Gotcha. Okay, poison point that Tauros. So it's going to have to move up to Tauros. Is that a 13?
It's a 13.
So that's a... I didn't write it to hit. It's probably only a +2 or a...
As long as +1, you should.
It's
be
definitely at
good.
least a +1,
Okay, so yes, it hits.
yeah. Okay, so 1d4 damage. 1. Okay, yeah. 2 points of poison damage. And do a Constitution save.
Constitution save. 6.
Fail, so it takes another 2d4. So another 6 points of damage, so 8 total.
Okay, so eight total damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, got it.
Cool. And that's all.
Now we're going to number 4, because we just did number 3. Charmander.
I didn't realize I was even that high.
Yeah, there's some bad initiatives.
Well,
All right, Charmander, it's payback time. Go ahead and scratch up that Vulpix.
Okay, so you're going to have him do a scratch attack. 12 hits.
Oh.
Thankfully.
So roll for damage.
5.
5 damage.
Did we decide a trainer ability for you?
Oh, we didn't.
It just
It just dawned on me now. Rock hard defense. It will be that you can raise a Pokemon, no matter what it is, its AC
I forgot about that.
by 5.
So
Is that fair? Is that
question.
good, or should I do higher?
I think 5 at second level. I think 5 is a good number.
And we can increase it as
Yeah, as a
as you guys
level.
get better. But yeah, any Pokemon, you can have it raise its AC by 5
Once a long rest.
once per long rest.
okay.
So with my pedigree of a champion, after you roll the attack, not damage, but after you roll the attack, that's when I.
Yeah, so if I hit before I roll damage, once I roll damage, don't
Yeah.
bring that noise in. I don't want to hear that noise.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I
Charmander
forgot about that completely.
goes up to this Vulpix, and it just straight up, kind of like what it did to the Zubat, kind of just uppercut scratches the Vulpix, and the Vulpix kind of like tumbles backwards, and then like gets its bearings back. It kind of looks angry,
Good job, Charmander.
and like your Charmander is like pumped, and he looks at you, kind of nods his head. Number 5 is going to. There's a tie. I'm gonna give
Just
it.
go top to bottom.
I'm gonna give it to Clefairy. I'm gonna give it to Jackson.
Okay.
Because he's one of us. And I need Clefairy stuff. Okay, here we go. Clefairy, use your pound attack. Let's do it on this Kadabra. Yeah, he should definitely hit. Yes, he hits. So, with this pound attack, Clefairy comes to Kadabra and just slaps him right in the face. And for, did I say 6 damage, I think? Or was it 5? 5 damage. Okay. Vaporeon! We're not gonna be messing around! Hit that Squirtle with the Aurora Beam! So, this attack is pretty beefy. But it's not, it did not roll well. 4 plus 4, 8 to hit.
No.
So, Vaporeon shoots this, like, this crazy ice beam. It's sparkly, it's like you've never seen something like this before. You're kind of impressed by its beauty. But Squirtle, it's coming right at him, and he retracts in his shell, and his shell falls down, and it totally misses Squirtle. And then he kind of like pops his head out, makes sure the coast is clear, and then he comes back out.
That a boy, Squirtle.
Squirtle! So now, bringing up the rear is Kadabra. And he's attacking Jackson. Hey bro, think you can like, maybe use confusion on that Clefairy? So, for confusion, Don's Clefairy is gonna have to make
You mean
A-
Jackson's Clefairy?
Jackson's Clefairy is gonna have to make a DC will save. That's gonna pass.
Oh.
So it's gonna take half the damage. Bro the Kadabra uses a confusion attack, and it mentally attacks Kaferi. Like, you guys don't see anything, but Kadabra does like this weird like thing, and like is staring intensely at Kaferi, and Kaferi just looks like its mind's being attacked.
That little square shows up at the corner of its eyes to show it's really concentrating.
Yeah, like it's like Kadabra is just staring this thing down, intense, with its spoon, just like looking at it, and like Kaferi's like just like it's getting harmed, but you're like confused, like what is it doing to like, we don't see it doing actually anything, but like it's mentally being attacked, and it's looking rough right now with the Kaferi. So we go back to the top of the round. Tauros. Tauros, move back. So Tauros is gonna move
Do I
back.
get an attack of opportunity?
Go ahead.
Okay.
You're gonna need everything you can get.
Yeah. Those are my dice. 17 probably definitely hits.
Yes.
Okay, so just a D4, and I need a con save.
6, 8, 9.
Fail, so 2, 5, 6 points of poison damage as it retreats.
Okay, so Tauros takes a little bit of damage, but it still looks strong.
Mm.
This is a very powerful Pokemon.
Were you trying to get back to 20 feet?
Yeah. Oh, he needs to go back further. Yes. Thank you. So Tauros backs up, and he's just gonna end his turn.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was Vulpix's turn. Vulpix, we can't really hit him with a fire attack. So why don't you use that bite attack again? So Vulpix is gonna go in for another bite on Charmander. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
What am I looking at? I
AC.
forget. AC 12. Yeah, and I'm actually going to use Pedigree of a Champion.
Okay, so
I forgot about it last time.
you guys know from season 1 that the trainers have these abilities they can use once per long rest, and Orange actually has ability just like Azul had, where it's called Pedigree of a Champion. You can counter an attack and then roll a d4 and add the damage that he would have received plus that d4. Did I do a good job explaining that?
That's exactly right.
So, I'm gonna roll for damage.
Then, Orange, you roll a D4.
A D4.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's gonna be added on. So 5 plus,
Whatever. 4.
so 8 damage.
9. 5 plus 4 is 9.
Oh, 9 damage. So, this rocks Vulpix's world. Because it comes to bite. Your Charmander does like an acrobatic, like, get back behind, and hits him with another, like, scratch. It's kind of like he hits him with like a jab scratch, and Vulpix again, like, tumbles back to his trainer's feet, and it's still up, but like it's fighting to like stay conscious. I didn't think it would have to come to this, but Vulpix, it's time. He reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a Firestone. He puts it on his Vulpix, and it starts glowing, and it takes a big shape.
Oh my
It turns into a Ninetales. This very posh looking Pokemon. It's white with like red tips at its tail, and it has 9 tails. It looks very pristine and very royal and beautiful.
And very full health.
Yeah.
And very strong.
Charmander, don't let that scare you. You beat it once, you can do it again.
And Ninetales like looks up and blows out this fire flamethrower kind of thing to like intimidate you. So we'll go on to the next person. So now that's Ninetales. Number 2 is Squirrel's turn.
Oh boy.
He just had a very nice little dodge maneuver from that Aurora beam.
I don't know if I should use bubble or water gun because since it's a water type, it's. But I don't want to use bite all the time. Placid, let's try bubble. Oh, it's a 4. Not so good.
So, your Squirtle tries to shoot out these bubbles, but doesn't do it at the right velocity, and it's like the bubbles that a kid blows, and it kind of just like a single one kind of just goes towards Vaporeon, kind of goes by its nose and just pops, and Vaporeon just like looks like, is that supposed to hurt? Or...
It's okay, Placid. We'll get him next time.
Squirtle. Number 3 is Nidoran.
Okay. Since we're on one-on-one, can Nidoran run over without provoking because we're not...
You're not going to have to worry about any other trainer's Pokemon.
Gotcha. 5, 10, 15, 20. Horn attack Nidoran. If he can't get far enough away, he can't use that charging ability. And you know what? You may not be able to hit either, but 4, 8 to hit.
8 to hit, no.
No, I didn't think so.
Not at all.
Oh, you got it. It's alright, Nidoran.
So Nidoran goes in for a horn attack, and Tauros uses his horns to block the horn. It's like a horn-on-horn collision. They lock horns, and Tauros actually pushes Nidoran back, and you get knocked back about 5 feet.
If you were going to say 20, I was going to get up and flip this.
I know you were. Tauros is a lot a bit stronger than Nidoran.
Yes, absolutely.
So we're looking at 4th is Charmander's turn again.
All right, Charmander. Let's show them what we're made of. And I'm going to have Charmander just run forward and go ahead and try your scratch again. I don't think fire's going to be very effective against this guy.
Which is smart because Ninetales and Vulpix both have an ability where if you use a fire attack, not good.
Yeah.
It's called Flash Fire. But go ahead.
I feel like this was a poor matchup.
Yeah, very. We got water and water, fire and fire.
I know, right?
Could have been better if you guys would have mixed it up a little bit.
All right.
We did not.
Anticipate this now.
Yeah. What am I doing? Scratch.
Can we switch dancing partners, maybe?
Oh my goodness.
Feels.
Charmander couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. Apparently, it was 8.
So Charmander goes to scratch at it, and it has one of its tails just smack Charmander's arm away, and it kind of propels Charmander back. He doesn't take any damage, but he goes back some space. What is that, like 10 feet? And Ninetales is looking intensely at Charmander, and Charmander is intimidated at this point. He feels outmatched. Number 5, 5th place. Okay, Jackson's Clefairy. It's fighting off this mental attack. Jackson does his encouraging words to get Clefairy to shake off the confusion. Clefairy, stop being a weakling. Stop letting that thing do that to your head, and give it another pound. So it's still trying to fight off Clefairy, still trying to fight off this mental attack from Kadabra, and it like goes toward and tries to pound Kadabra, but Kadabra doubles down on this confusion and just cripples Clefairy, unable to do the pound attack. Vaporeon's turn. Okay, Vaporeon, enough messing around. I count for it to be able to withdraw into its shell and blast it with that Aurora beam. Wow. So that's not gonna hit.
It's the rock wall again.
So Vaporeon tries to account for Squirtle going down to his shell, and it aims low. But Squirtle actually goes into its shell, and water guns up, and again, this crafty little Squirtle avoids certain death. And he kind of comes back down, comes out of his shell, and gets back in a fighting stance. We are now at Kadabra. Keep doing that confusion thing. It seems to be working, bro. So, it's going to do it again. Yeah, I don't have to add anything to that. So Kadabra increases the intensity of this confusion, and it cripples Keferi to the point where it can't fight anymore. And Keferi's done. And it is back to Tauros. It's time to stomp him into defeat. Stomp attack, Tauros. Wow, yeah, I'm pretty sure that hits.
Yep.
Eight piercing damage.
Okay. You take 2 points of poison damage as Tauros's headbutt stomp grazes the poison barbs on
it's not gonna be
Nidoran's.
poison damage. It's more of like just it's pointy, so it's
Okay, sure. Yeah,
pointy
I just
damage.
have. Okay, cool. So it still takes 2 points of piercing damage as the barbs of Nidoran's body still up.
So yeah, when it stomps down with its hoof, one of the barbs on Nidoran pokes into Tauros's leg.
Mhm.
It kind of winces, but it's still it's so strong. It just gets past it.
Nidoran, I don't know if you'll be able to take another hit like that, but you hurt him anyway.
So after Nidoran, it is Charmander.
Nidoran didn't go.
Oh, sorry. Tauros, it is Ninetales' turn.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Ninetales, use your multi-attack. 2 bites. So, it's going to use 2 bite attacks.
Oh goodness.
14 for that one. I'm assuming both going to hit before I even add anything.
Yes.
So,
Buy these Pokemon some armor.
14 damage.
Oh yeah, Charmander is out for the count.
So Charmanders are very competitive, right? They're very competitive Pokemon. They don't like to be defeated. Charmander is near fainting. Go ahead and talk some words to him. You just look down and you see your friend
Yeah.
barely able to it's shaking. He's trying to stand up.
Yeah.
He's near collapsing.
Don't take that, Charmander! You can beat this! I know you can!
And Charmander grits down it wants to be it shares that passion that you do. It wants to be the best. It doesn't want to be defeated, but it knows it's too weak to take on a Ninetales as it is, and it starts to glow and it transforms itself into a Charmeleon.
All right.
So during this battle now, you guys are pretty humbled because you've not in your journeys yet encountered such strong trainers in Pokemon. It's been a breeze until this point, but you guys feel outmatched pretty much in every way. All of a sudden, back towards this way.
The entrance that we came from
No,
initially.
never mind. There would be stairs here. To the right of you guys, where there's the ending of this certain cavern or
Caverns.
room. I'll say it's a room. There's stairs, and down walks Brix, Kev, and Randall.
Oh god, they're here for our souls, guys. We gotta get out of here.
It looks like we found them. Father Kuzon will be pleased. Go, Geodude! Give them all an earthquake attack! So, Geodude, like before, uses earthquake. But maybe it was because the other earthquake earlier, the ground beneath you guys breaks apart, and you guys free fall down this pit now.
Never